Hello world, it's Saturday, October 21st, 10:52 p.m. This is a stand-up this is a stand-up this is a stand-up for seducer.com. And it's Saturday night, and I'm doing this because it's really important to keep track of like your progress, and like stand-ups are really good to look back on and to take a moment to articulate what you've done and what you're doing. It's very helpful. So let's get started. Starting with the metrics, 4 users yesterday. That's really incredible. Like there's a quick demo. Like I just like the chat works. The site is working. So last time I did a stand up on Thursday, I was like homepage subscription section. This is actually still in progress. I just have that not finished yet, and then I moved on to this AI Engineer Summit page, and that's what I did on Friday. And today is Saturday. And over the last 24 hours plus Friday, I've been doing this. So like basically put aside the 12 labs approach. And yeah, yesterday was Friday, so I met with 12 labs. I did the co-working day at Respel, met with 12 labs, and in the evening like worked on the AI Engineer Summit. So what I have done so far right now, I'll show a demo right after this. And basically, uh, the page displays 2 live stream videos, and you click on them. So you go to the detail page for each one of them, and you have the timestamps. Um, I'll demo this right now. There's the transcripts are loaded using the langchain loader. It creates the document, splits the text, and uploads to a new table in Superbase. And there's a search endpoint that searches in the that embeds the query and searches for the similarity search by semantic meaning in the high dimensional space. So here the metadata is still has the metadata. It still does not have the timestamp. It only has the the live stream. The live stream is 6 hours or 5 hours, and it just has the name, the YouTube ID, and has for all of the text chunks, the metadata is the same. So I have to find a way to get the timestamps for each chunk. That will be the next step in order then to be able to reference the video by the timestamp in the results. So now it returns the results, and there's.
Can you just like step on this? Sorry for interrupting.
Right now there's a new table with a search function, and I can read and write to Superbase from the client and from the API. And right now it's testing out the chat with OpenAI, langchain, and a Vercel AI library. And right, search by indexing works. So next is complete this and some notes. I'll come back to the notes. I'll do the demo now. And demo is, so here's the link on the page. And let's see. So we have the page. This, I was messing around with editing, but this is really cool. I might come back to this, doing an in in-page editor, but basically like, so here's the first page, and you have this. You jump to the section you want to each of the talks, and the summary soon to come. I'm going to do this using langchain MapReduce, and ideally I want to go by each talk, and that's going to be really cool. The chat, okay, so the search really is nice. So, but right now the the example is just, this is a work in progress. It's just using a Steve Jobs video. So because it's shorter, it's just easier to use as for development purposes. And here are the chunks um, that are the results. So about bicycle. So here's like passenger train and automobile. So there's like, this is not really, that's like the kind of similar to bicycle. Transportation and to locomotion. Yeah, let's see. A bicycle. So only the first one has the real term bicycle. The third one is talking about is really talking about the third and the first started like talking about the same topic. Okay, and then chat. This hello. So this is what I'm working on right now. It's not working. It's actually getting the chat, but it's not. I have to figure out streaming. And now, just like a little bit of the, here's the OpenAI. There's a search route. So let's do the upload. So it gets the YouTube URL, and uses the YouTube loader, and then it uploads the docs. This is really cool. And it gets the Superbase client, splits the docs here. So by chunk size, chunk overlap, and then what it does, it returns the docs, transform docs, and now they have the transform docs is an array of objects with the object has a page content with the text, and then a metadata property with things like YouTube ID, source ID, like YouTube ID, title, description, and other things. So they're all the same. And I'm gonna need to add timestamps there. That's gonna be really, really good. And so here's the table name, the function that's in Superbase, and search it creates the embeddings. So this is using the API key from the environment variables. This is the client, and again the query table name, and this is actually filtering by the YouTube ID. So if you have multiple YouTube videos embedded there, it's just going to search for this one that's coming in from the request. And then there I'll add, ideally I want to be able to search by specific talks. And then I would be able to put in a timestamp there as a filter, optional. And then I think that's it for here. Video cutting. So there's the AI Summit app there on page using these tabs. These tabs are using just Tailwind. And so I have to do the summary, and then chat goes into here. Chat is this component, uses message form, and it's using this hook. Message form is this component, message list, and uh, use messages hook. Use messages hook is here, and and okay, 10 minutes. So it's using this. Um, I found this example that's quite good on that's using for cell. So JS langchain is actually really good. I like this a lot more than Python. I feel because it's going to speed up the responses so much faster. I think if you're able just to interact with database from the client, that's going to speed up things. And I think the Next.js API also it'll be faster than going to I think the Python server. And what else? Yeah, a strategy. I did a lot of like writing and thinking about strategy, and I'm feeling really good about this. Like, um, pretty much my findings are that like chat with docs is a really good use case. Even though like I didn't really know how to answer like the the, the response that like I often got like, oh, how is this different from the hundreds of other chat with documents apps, or how is this different from ChatGPT? And yeah, I think there is a lot of improvements here to be done. I think this field is really exciting. So I'm really excited about um, education, AI for education. We can have personalized teachers now. So this is like a big aha moment, and basically goal um, to become a master in any like world-class level master in any field in under months. So essentially, like to disrupt education, the whole way that we learn and we become skilled, the way we become qualified can be now disrupted. And so it's up there for people like me, just anybody that can put these tools together that is out there with code to build a very good user experience for using LLMs as an extension of our mind, an extension of of ourselves in order to interact with the vast sea of information out there on the internet. So I think a big part of this is video. Small clips as a atomic unit of information. So host video clips, search and edit clips for education and art. So this is really this is I think this is a real because text is one thing, but now like video, like there's so much richer information through just seeing somebody talk about a subject that's like complex or that's profound, that's like insightful. That's how you learn. You see, your mind sees another human understanding this concept and using it in different ways, and then you're able to reference that, and then you're able to reproduce it, recreate it in your own mind, and you're able to integrate it with your existing knowledge. So for us as humans, this is how we learn essentially better because we have not just through reading, not just through writing, we learn so much faster like through through our memory neurons, and so that through video sharing these little short clips of under 30 seconds of insights, making a platform around that is very very um, impactful. So I think AI for education, chat with docs, okay, goal. Second brain is also a good use case. Like pursue this. I had a conversation with with another founder, AI founder at the co-working Respell yesterday, the Friday, and he was like asking very interested in my progress and okay, 15 minutes and was like, yeah, I use the para method and I would really like, to have this kind of app. And he also showed me this other app that is like a ChatGPT extension um, that he uses himself, a lot more than ChatGPT, and it was called something like Type Typely or Typing Mind. And I looked at that and I looked at the founder behind that, and I'm like, that's really inspiring, and that's similar to what I'm trying to do. And I think there's a market opportunity there. It's solid, but it's not speculative, and and it's not just like it's very concrete that I can actually build this. That is a better experience than that, than ChatGPT. That's better than Typing Mind. That's better than all the other Chat PDF like apps. So now that I'm clear on that, I can articulate that, have conversations around that, and like can pursue the strategy. And I think it's very important to have the strategy right. If you have the top line down, the bottom line will follow. If you get the top line right, the bottom line will follow. That means getting like the strategy and each step right. And so that's what I'm pursuing. And right, so focus on the mission, AI to amplify your thinking power, like just being focused and remembering this. And speed and handiness is key. Handiness. That this handiness means like how convenient it is and how like ready to use. And so this means like you really need to have a Chrome extension to chat with documents, chat with documentation websites, chat with websites. And I did just a search on for existing Google Chrome extensions, and there are not many out there and there are no good ones out there. And like if you there, all of the ones that exist out there really approach it as like a one-off thing. And like if you there is a big there is a big need just for have like a holistic approach of like a second mind, second brain AI and tool that like has also like chat with documents, but also has like saving of bookmarks and has different models and has like a long term like um, perspective of being like disruptive and like being using really this new computing platform for 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 transformative purpose. So study Steve Jobs closely. His 2000s interviews are just incredible. His how he did his strategy, how he just reasoned about it. Very not very difficult to do. It's just very like very very much as a programmer would approach. And so that to me is just like incredible to be able to like look at that and like pay close attention to it because I don't think I ever like really like put sat down and like watched all his interviews. Like there's such a wealth of information there, like wealth of information that's like so like you can just see the whole story of how he came up with like using inventing the iPod and then the iPhone, like how he got arrived at those ideas and decisions, strategies. So that's it. Oh, it's like 20 minutes. Okay, that's it.